What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with the MULN price action, technicals, and statistical thread of analysis. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video with a friend so that you and them could join ARCab, or the trading community. You guys, we have to talk about a couple things right here. We have noticed that there are a couple impersonators of myself, and I would like to let you know that I will not message you first. Please don't fall for any of those scams, you guys, okay? I will never ask you for your bank information. I will never ask you for your wallet information. I will never suggest for you to buy or sell any asset, as I'm not a financial advisor. And whatever I do say, please take as a form of entertainment, whatever I do show in these videos, right? Do your own DD and we'll be okay, you guys. But with that said, let's begin. Real quick, if you guys don't understand English, or if it's hard to understand what I'm talking about because sometimes I can stutter, please click on this area right over here and make sure that the English auto-generated is selected, so that, because you won't see that auto-generated option below this. So if you do select that, you'll see the auto-generated, the auto-translate enabled, where you can click and then you'll see a variety of languages for you to choose from. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and flip the script and continue on with our analysis. Okay, so we're looking at the 12-hour chart for MULN right over here, you guys. So we were talking about potential entries right at the B area, but as you can see that we are still a little ways away from actually touching or testing our support bottom, you guys. So there is the potential to where we can or may or may not actually reach these bottom levels right over here, you guys. So I want you to be able to understand and see that in some of the posts in the ARCab trading community, I have several entries and several exits. And this is the reason why, you guys, just in case we're not able to catch the bottom. So, we were looking at this setup from like right up here, you guys. So, and I warned you guys that the potential A, B, C, D strategy was coming up within this ascending ascending channel, which is very typical. And this trading strategy can be used for both long and short bias traders, you guys. So right now the shorts are in right now, you guys. Take profit for the shorts could be around here or around here for a continuation onto the upside, where longs will open position right over here. And then long positions take profit and shorts open and shorts take profit, right? So that's how this strategy kind of plays out, you guys. So let's go ahead and jump into the statistical side of this analysis and take a look at a couple things. For the new viewers, this is volatility. We're looking at within this indicator. It is represented by BBWP. Volatility is direction neutral. As you can see here, we were at expansive levels, and we started contracting and the price action went down. But if you've noticed on other iterations, price actually has gone up from these expansive levels. Like, for example, here, as soon as we started contracting, we actually started moving up to the upside. So just please bear that in mind. So what I have done is taken every iteration where we have reached these critical expansive levels from above this blue line right here, which is the 90 percentile, and have taken note of every single time we've started to contract from those highs. Within the notes, I have measured by hand the duration of the iteration and also the upside thrust based on the iteration itself. The reason you see green and red lines is because I have also taken the correct guesses versus the incorrect guesses based on the volatility versus momentum profile. Now, this indicator down here is how we gain the bias and direction, since this is direction neutral. This is a stochastic momentum indicator. I usually tend to use this because it has a hit rate of about 80%. So it's not perfect, but still it does a pretty damn good job. Anyway, so let's go ahead and go over those stats. The back test came back with this data right over here, you guys. These are, let's see. Yeah, total iterations is 21. Out of the 21, the correct iterations towards the upside are 12. That gives us an average upside accuracy of 57.14% with an average upside thrust of about 172.12% over the span of about just over 13 and a half days. And these metrics down here are actually proof of work. And now if we did apply those metrics to the B point where we're talking about for final entry, which is not that far away, you guys. So I mean, if you can see, we're right over there, we're right over here, but it will take some time. Just we definitely have to be patient within this move, you guys. So if we apply that 172% upside thrust, you'll notice that it takes us pretty much at the C take profit level. So it's very curious that it would take us there, you guys. And also it is confluent with our 200-day simple moving average, which is very cool. Okay, so now the thing down here with the volatility versus momentum profile. We are at about, let's see, 96, 97% expanded right over here, you guys. And you can see that, let me make this a little bigger, and you can see that now we are starting to possibly pivot towards the upside within the stochastics. And this is very similar to an RSI. So this is critical oversold percentile right over here, you guys. So the green line actually shows that we have, this is about the lowest we have reached. And there is still a little bit of a we can still face some downside right over here, you guys, and that would be confluent with what we're talking about for a possible entry just a little bit deeper. And yeah, so that's pretty important for us to notice, you guys. So let's go ahead and go back to this chart and see if we did go a little bit deeper, it would be confluent to us potentially gaining a little bit more of an entry at around the 27 cent level, you guys, for us to be able to catch a long position to the upside and thus realizing this 172% move to the upside. In order for us to meet the criteria to actually start playing this out, we definitely need both the volatility component of this indicator and the moving average both pivoted towards the downside, alongside stochastic or momentum oscillator pitched to the upside, you guys. So that is, then we can actually start applying that metric. But it's looking pretty good for MULN stock, you guys. Let's go ahead and move on to the next chart and see what we got. So this is going to be the RSI. Let's gain a bias and direction. 30-minute time frame, immediate term time frame is suggesting a continuation to the downside, you guys. It is within the deeper areas of what I call the bear weakness percentile. So this is a regular RSI setup. New listeners, please listen up. It is split into two sections. This top section is the bullish control zone. The bottom section is the bearish control zone. The inner zones of either is the weakness percentile, and the outer zones is the strength percentile. So when I mention bear strength percentile, you'll know what I'm talking about. So we are within the very deep areas of the bear weakness percentile, and this is primed to enter the bear strength percentile, you guys. I mean, we can also look at the micro time frame. 15-minute is very, very well within the weakness. I'm sorry, the shallow areas of bull weakness, which means that we can be, gravitated towards the bear weakness percentile here, you guys. The pivot is not favoring either side. It is straightforward, which could be immediate short-term time frame sideways trading at first. Let's move on to a larger time frame. This is going to be the bi-hourly, and we can see here that we are within oversold percentile, but very close to the bear strength percentile, you guys, right here. There's no bias and direction in this. So let's go ahead and move up to the 4-hour and see what we got. So the 4-hour is in the deep areas of the absolute bear control. We are trading below the moving average, which is bearish. We can actually use the moving average as a form of a trend line rejection type of situation. As you can see right over here, we've been guided by that average towards the downside. So what's different from here or here is the fact that we are very much within the strength percentile of the bears, you guys. Now let's go ahead and move on to the 6-hour. 6-hour RSI is suggesting an upside. So we could actually see a couple bounces tomorrow, you guys, but overall bearish so far. You can see that the moving average is above us, which is bearish, and we are suggesting upside from well within the bear strength percentile. I wouldn't give this too much credit within this area, you guys. Daily RSI is suggesting a continuation onto the downside. This could alone verify that we could end the day in red for MULN tomorrow, which is in confluence of what we are talking about for gaining another averaged entry right at this zone zone down here, you guys, for a potential move to the upside. If this can be adjusted, it can be something like, let me just go ahead and move this right here. It can be something like this right over here, you guys. And then we could move this. Sorry about that. Hold on. We can actually move the C to this point right over here, which is in confluence with the 172% to the upside, and then we'll figure out D later, you guys. But yeah, the RSI is suggesting a potential downside and potential red day by the end of day tomorrow, which could be right at about here at about 27 cents, which is about exactly 27.46 or 27.48, and it is at our 2 fib. 26.65, you guys. So we have a range of 26.65 to about 27.50 for us to be able to consider a long position within those areas, or long calls. With that said, you guys, I think, oh, I got one more thing, you guys. This is, these are, what you're looking at here is an ARC indicator. So this indicator is actually in partnership with Crypstex Trading. They have partnered with me. I'm essentially endorsed by the company, and they are a group of very intelligent developers in which they found promise within my trades and have since created customized indicators for particularly the short-term trades, like scalp style, momentum style, day trade style type trades. And what we're looking at here is an indicator comprised of several exponential moving averages put together very closely so that we can apply algorithmically within this chart to gain a bias in overall direction, like a wave direction. So it gives us also, if you will, buy and sell signals. So we have a long signal right here to go up. It went up. We got a short signal right here. It's gone all the way down. We got a long. It shot up to the top. And we got a short signal right over here, and have not since recovered and created a long signal just yet. So I am definitely still honoring this, you guys. These indicators have been correct pretty good thus far. Now, these indicators and 8 other Crypstex ARC-Series indicators could be available to you. Just make sure to send me a DM on Discord or Twitter, or even message me here, and we could go ahead and talk about those details. In acquiring all of these indicators, I will also include the BBWP volatility index in both the short-term and the longer-term time frame, and my RSI, which is this one right over here, you guys. So with that said, I think this is a pretty good place for me to leave off the video. If you have any questions or concerns, definitely reach out to me on the other socials, you guys. I'll make sure to leave the links in the description below. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I wish you well, and I'll catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.